ก็อรุณสวัสดิ์พี่น้องทุกท่านนะครับสวัสดีครับสวัสดีท่านผู้นำทุกท่านนะครับ
I'd like to greet all leaders, Reverend Kamal, Reverend Pasit, and all leaders sub-district, egg district, and all blessed families. Welcome to this morning PeaceNet. Have you believed that, everyone? Or inspired? Want to listen and receive a lot of inspirations after we just attended, the really important event. As you know, in Kibanchol. So all 3 days, World Summit 2022, and 1 million prayer for the salvation of homeland. From 11 to 13, we can receive message, and we can see all leaders standing up together with True Mother and supporting UPF activities. And starting from True Father and True Mother and all the result that we can see. So this is what we can, feel something you're happy to see, right? Yesterday, including Sanhak Peace Prize project, to appreciate all an important person who is working so hard for the sake of humanity. So today we have a time for sharing about based on the content that we listen. I think everyone already listened about this within 3 days. So welcome again all participants in this morning PeaceNet. So today we will have a sharing time. So everyone, please I'd like to encourage you to open your camera, and those who want to share for the contents, you can raise your hands up. And after that, I can invite you for sharing. So I'd like to call out the name. So Mr. Pipat, Mr. Vararat,
พี่เอ็มได้เข้า Two Way ด้วยนะครับ
and PM Brother M
ก็อีกสักท่านอาจารย์สรสนะครับสัก4ท่านดีไหมครับ
and Erwin Solot
ทำไมมีแต่พี่น้องชายนะโอเคนะครับพี่น้องสาวถ้าท่านใดจะดวกจะขึ้นได้นะครับครับเราจะ reflection ส่วนตัวก่อนนะครับ
So yeah, but before that we will have the individual reflection.
อีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับที่เราจะร่วมกันแบ่ง
So welcome back again. For this, we will have a time for the reflection in our community. So, what two parents, what message that we receive from the parent to parents. So, first, I would like to invite our brother, Mr. Apipat. Thank you so much.
ได้ยินนะครับ
ได้ยินครับ
ครับผมครับก็ก่อนอื่นนะครับก็ขอบคุณ
First of all, I would like to express my appreciation to Heavenly Parent to parents that we can live in the era of,
มีคุณค่าแล้วก็สำคัญ
a really important era.
ต้องขออภัยก็ไม่ได้เตรียม
First of all, and sorry that I didn't prepare myself to share,
ผมอยู่ในพื้นที่
but because the past 3 days I was in the a mission field. Anyway, this is really important, which contents that I want to convey to everyone in the front line in mission field.
เพราะว่าก่อนหน้านั้นเนี่ยในวันเกิดของพ่อแม่ที่แท้จริงเนี่ย
Anyways, in the true parents' birthday, parents said, "Let us become the magnet of two parents." So, in order to become the magnet, you need to be really united with your parents, with your mother. So, please think about this. That after we need to become that kind of magnet to pull everyone together. So we need to seek for the John the Baptist position in the in that field, in the mission field, in the front line. So I try to send all the message to everyone, and at the same at the meantime I tried to I was waiting for the message, conclusion message, from the headquarters. Yeah. Anyway, I try to send in every day, try to collect all the message that I receive, try to include myself and send to everyone. I think this is already the third day. HQ could have some data collected, so I cannot go through in detail what is happening, what was happening, but in the COVID pandemic situation, as you know, because all leaders could not go there. But anyway, the leaders that we those who came in person, they are all really important. Actually, at the first and second days, when True Mother appeared, but she spoke nothing. She said just keep silence. But True Mother at the end of the event, the last day, True Mother spoke proudly. So we know that in different area of the leaders, they were speaking in the different, they're all experts, but at the end of the event, True Mother stood up and delivered such amazing message. Even Ban Ki-moon need to listen. Many of the leaders said some kind of like important impact from China, from surrounded country. countries, but Trumada stand and spoke boldly that who is the owner of the world? That is Heavenly Parent. So how could be the God, Heavenly Parent's child through the receive the blessing through the as a blessed family, so that you can be back in this position that you can inherit all dignity. You authorized to rules all every all things. So Trumada emphasized again that principle of creation. It's when the start of the Heavenly Parent is the same at the beginning and the end. So so as well as the providence of creation need to be fulfilled, their responsibility, their expectation, the purpose of creation. So I feel that this, I think, event in the reunification in Korean Peninsula, Trumada is really preparing future leaders to in the future, especially yesterday, when they see the atmosphere of first day and second day, the many aspects that we're talking about. But on the third day, so I am another thing that I do really impressed, because everyone came and spoke about the faith, their own faith, based on their own faith. So I think this is an everyday. It's just like the assembly of the righteous people, the prepared person. Because when I look at and the front line of the of the stage, they're all gentlemen, but only Trumada, she is the one who stand boldly as the uh, you know as a mother. So how we can think about this, and how we can do practice in action and practice in every day as the true mother's child. So I'm really reflect on myself, that I still not bold enough to declare these true mother, true parents. But in order to invite everyone to do some good things, as when we see true parents, it's work. They're working at the global level, but we are the extension of true parents. I do believe that the reunification between North and South will be happened soon, and through this is the foundation that we can multiply to solve all the problems in the world later on. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Mr. Pipat, for your sharing. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Borarat for your sharing throughout the 3 days event. Good morning. Thank you. Greetings, Reverend Kamon, all blessed family, and all second generation. First of all, I'm really grateful for this event from Mother. And to be honest, I have no idea. I cannot imagine that what is what kind of event can I. So anyway, I can only offer a small prayer, but for me, I didn't work in the front line with everyone, so we can know that, we can feel that how hard working they were working to that day. So I think I could see the hard working of UPF. I know regional, regional leaders, because this event I can see that a lot of important person, head of states, I would to be honest, I'm really excited throughout the event. So in the past, I can see that we could see that Trafalgar when he spoke in the public, really hard to understand, and not many people could understand what Aaron was speaking about. But about this event, we can see all, and everyone is understand the vision of a true mother, true parents, and they can move forward together. So true. In every day, one thing that I can reflect about this studies, the collective of hard working never fail. No, the collective of hard working never be useless. So true mother, she step by step gradually exert and her efforts to do this event, in every year through a brand, but finally we can offer this. So another thing that I'm really, inspired, that is true mothers at peace need to be based on the faith. True mother said humanity need to be back to heavenly parents bosom to parents. That is actually, this is kind of challenging, because all leaders that gather based on the spiritual foundation, and that's why True Mother tried to declare about this. So we try to collect all spiritual leaders and political leaders. So what is the result? A lot of leaders, that they have never met before, but they have the same vision. Through this summit, they can gather, they can exchange the idea, they can have the great communications within the summit. I think this is really important, and I would like to, another thing that I would like to reflected on, the song, the lyrics of the song "Become One," and the unification. We always talk about this. So all leaders, we offer a lot of efforts, but we couldn't say that we can become one. So I believe that if everyone become one, nothing is impossible. So we're together when we see the two parents and heavenly parent, they always become one. If you can remember that, if in order to lay the foundation of faith and foundation of substance, so through the four position foundations, so we need to unite it together with heavenly parent, and we need to set the four position foundation and multiply it in tribal level, society level, and worldwide level. So I think everyone is working really hard, but anyway, I want to reflect that let's become one. Let's be united with true parents. So many times when they have the declaration, we have like a very important mission, every tribal Messiah, the worldwide global event. One thing that everyone is working hard, but another thing that I would like to let you emphasize again, let you reflect about this, how we can be really united with your parents.
นะครับและสิ่งที่สำคัญเหนือ
The most important, another thing that
ต้องแบ่งปันมากคือหัวใจ
what I think that we need to share, except of the data, except of the old reports or external working,
มันยังมีสายลม
but we need to express and share our heart. So in the colors of in relics, it's only the wolf that talk with the moon, the wind talk with the the grass, and then I think we need to communicate together. Truly communication, we can see a lot of results that's coming up.
ว่าทุกวันนี้ไม่มีใครออกจากสมาชิกของสหพันธ์ได้เพราะว่าเราคือชาติเดียวกันเราคือชาติแห่งชน
Because these nowadays no one could left from this movement because we are a nation of Shanuguk. Me myself, I do really appreciate for the teaching of true parents, and in the future I want to practice in my family, especially the relationship in family, in my wife and children. Anyway, I want to multiply this in our tribal society, and one day I want to multiply this in our community as well. So that's why everything that we are talking about this, that we need to share together, and that's why we can become one. So I think that we can do like this, we have a power and mobilize heavenly parent to parents. We will know, we are not concerned about the external things. So again, this morning, I would like to appreciate your mother, and she still strongly standing in the front line, and let us always grateful to heavenly parents, and put true mother's word into the action. Just so that's why we please be united with President Deme Dunkley and Ron Kamon. Every words, every directions that come from the central figure. So if we really united and go along with that mission, so nothing is impossible. If you do believe that heavenly parents and two parents they are your parents, your own parents, and nothing to be feared, nothing to be frightening about that. So it's why and myself, I cannot talk about I cannot talk about faith without the strategy. If you have no long term, your short term strategy, nothing is can happen. So now we are getting old. So one thing that I want to speak. So we have no time for the second generation to start this thing. So that's why we need to start. We need to pioneer the path. Thank you so much.
ครับก็ขอบคุณคุณวรรัตน์นะครับที่
Thank you again, Mr. Varat, for your sharing
ต่อไปนะครับ
this morning. So next, I would like to invite
เชิญ
our big brother,
โซลดนะครับ
Mr. Solot,
ร่วมแบ่งปันนะครับเชิญครับ
for your sharing.
สวัสดีค
Let's
รับ
invite. Good morning.
ก็จากการที่เข้าร่วม
So
งานนะครับ3 วัน
I participated in this
ก็พบว่า
the last 3 days ago.
ความรู้สึกว่า
I think the first day, I think
ให้การบ้านนะครับ
for the keynote
ไม่
speaker,
ว่าจะเป็นโดนัลด์ทรัมป์หรือว่า
so Donald Trump,
ผู้นำต่างๆนะครับ
all leaders.
มีวิดีโอแสดงให้เห็นถึงผล
Through the video that we can
ได้
see,
ทำ
the
นะครับของพ่อแม่ที่แท้จริงที่ท
Ultra Mother is working 30 years of working from America. One really impressed, Donald Trump. Actually, many people, think that Donald Trump is just like a gangster, He likes to blame others and a lot of haters. But anyway, God is working in a mysterious way. So when my son, he he was studying in Korea in Korean church. Let us pray to support Donald Trump. But anyway, finally, Donald Trump got elected. But when we talk about Donald Trump, is the first one, the visionary that he want to love and unite Korean. So some of VIP and think tanks said about Donald Trump, he has no, result. But anyway, Donald Trump, we look at him, we can see him. He could actually he's really want to unite the Korean Peninsula. So we'll look about Somdech Hun Sen as well. What he talked about win-win policy for the reunification of Korean Peninsula. So when we look at history of Cambodia, about the Khmer, two Khmer, so you really united together. So what he received the award, a prize. I think this is the good signification because in Thailand, Raven Hajime, who brought Somdech Hun Sen to heavenly, to meet with the True Mother, and Raven Hajime said that Thailand is the model of the tribal Messiah, and through a tribal Messiah, Somdech Hun Sen, he really interested about this. Even Tong Yumudo, those player, and we have that time we have the tournament, and we got some, the Arvan Hegeman sent some picture to, to Somdech Hun Sen, Prime Minister. Even Kim Il-jor, he said about the media in Korea. So how we can reach out to the media, we can see a lot of great successful results of True Mother, but why we cannot show this to everyone? But True Mother, she love and emphasize she has empathy to Koreans. So actually, finally, the Korean media could, broadcast this in many, channels, and this is only True parents could do, to invite all leaders, great leaders, especially American leaders. So in order to, achieve the peaceful reunifications in Korean Peninsula. And lastly, True Mother conclude everything with you need to serve and attend Heavenly Parent. Only this day that you can be united. This two Koreans could be united, and this comes straight to the heart of Korean. I think in the past, how I always think about this, about how we can fulfill this, how we can achieve this reunification, and this time True Mother asks us to pray, and finally we can see the great result came out. I think all 3 days, especially sign up peace prize for that, to the the vaccine AstraZeneca. Without this vaccine, a lot of people got the COVID and possibly could die after receive the vaccine. So but anyway, the situation is more serious for the COVID right now. So that's why we need to be disciplined. Even Samdech Hun Sen, he's really obeyed to mother. So we talk about Pacific Rim, Cambodia as well. It's a part of the part of the Pacific Rim, especially Kampot. So I do believe that the independent and mutual prosperity and universal value. So what I try to translate the principle in the past, I thought like this is really difficult, but now we can deliver all message to everyone. So I'm really grateful to everyone.
ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you so much.
ครับขอบคุณอาจารย์สรสนะครับ
Thank you, Mr.
เช้านี้นะครับ
Mr. Solot, for your sharing.
ก็ท่านต่อไปนะครับ
Next, I would like to invite
เกียรติชัยตั้ง
Brother M,
ครับ
Mr. Kietichai Tangmanisman. Let's welcome him.
สวัสดีครับผู้นำทุกท่านนะครับ
Good morning, all leaders.
3 วันที่ผ่านมา
For the past 3 days,
ว่ามันเป็นพระพรนะครับที่
I think this is
มีโอกาสได้
amazing grace,
ถู
a
กเลือก
blessing for us,
ให้ไปสู่การ
for us that we can go
แล้วก็เข้าร่วมในงาน
through the, we can participate at this
และ
amazing event.
3 วันที่ผ่านมานั้น
For the 3 days,
เสียงเบานิดนึงครับ ขอเร่งเสียงหน่อย
ได้ยินไหมครับฮัลโหลครับ
ครับ ขอดังอีกนิดนึงครับ ครับเชิญต่อเลยครับ
you can continue. You may continue.
สักครู่นะครับแป๊บหนึ่งครับ
ครับต้องถอดหูฟังแล้วเปล่าครับ ถอด
ได้ยินไหมครับ
Can you hear me?
ครับ
ครับผมครับ3 วันที่ผ่านมาพี่น้อง
For the past 3 days,
หลายเรื่องหลายราว
what our brothers and sisters shared about this.
แต่
But for me,
พรนะครับสำหรับ
I think this is the
ครอบครัว
blessing
ของเราและประเทศของเรา
for my family and our family and our nation. This is a part of the providence, God's providence through to parents
สมัยของพระเยซู
throughout the histories and Jesus Christ. He could not achieve this like this declaration, and when true Father, he could not talk about this directly. But look at now, the 3 days, past 3 days. I think this is the declaration of the Messiah, story of the Messiah throughout the history of humankind. Since our humankind lost the connection with heavenly parents and the principle of creation, and since the fall, there is no declaration clear testified like this in front of the high leader, top leader of the world, even Africa, America, Japan, Korea. So everything is about Israel to parents that declared about the coming of the parents to all humankind. This is such a historical event, such a blessing for us. Not just America, Japan, Korea, but this is the declaration world, to everyone in the world. So what 7.6 billion people, 7.8 billion people could recognize about this. So, you know, we cannot do like this. We cannot do like this. But through parents to stand and declare and show that shelters lay the foundation for the world. So let us again be united with two parents. Whenever we united with two parents, in this world we could establish the heavenly kingdom in this in world. If we united, everything is possible. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother M. Thank you so much.
ครับผมมีท่านอื่นไหมครับที่อยากจะมา
So those who want to share
พี่น้องสาวมีไหมฮะ
this morning,
ครับ
sister,
ขอเชิญ
I'd like to invite
พี่สอยเราสะดวกไหมครับ
Sister Soy.
เป็นตัวแทนพี่น้องสาวสักท่านหนึ่งครับอาจจะไม่สะดวกนะครับครับก็เชิญคุณคิตตี้หน่อยนะครับร่วมแบ่งปันนะครับแรงบันดาลใจแล้วก็
To invite
ที่ได้รับ
Mr. Kitty.
ผ่านมานะครับเชิญครับ
ครับสวัสดีครับพี่ปอแล้วก็พี่น้องทุกคน
Greeting
เสียงชัดไหมครับ
Miss Aaron Paul,
ชัดนะค
Mr.
รับ
Paul.
ก็
Click.
ผม
You hear me right?
ประเด็นเดียวนะ
So I share
ก็คือ
only one point that is
จริงๆเมื่อวานพอ
actually yesterday
ดูเมื่อวานนะครับไม่ได้เข้าร่วมทุกวัน
after I just only attended yesterday. The time when we see the true mother stand and talk, deliver the message. Actually, when the true mother message, I think one person stand in the podium and talk with the head of states, global leaders to resume. True mother has no note, has no script. True mother just stand and speak directly from her heart, and she just like she showed that is the journey of the humankind, human history. But one thing that I try to look, that is through mother's eyes. So when I saw her eyes started to swollen and her tears gradually coming out. And when she cried, shed the tears like that. And Sir Mike Pompeo, I think are really impressive talking as well. So remember that if you need to show to the people with your legs not really good condition. I think
แต่นี่ก็ไม่เป็นความเห็นส่วนตัวผมก็ไม่ได้คิดอย่างนั้นกับเขานะ มี PowerPoint มีอะไรให้เราเห็น
like that. And Jim Roger, he just showed what he showed the project from True Father. I think True Mother, everyone that is really touch and move our heart when True Mother shed tears and she want to project her heart, Heavenly Parent heart. She stood at that time, just like Heavenly Parent stood there and spoke to us. So when she declared, she asked everyone to hold her hand and walk together to fulfill the reunification in Korean Peninsula. I think this is the highlight of the event. Everyone who participated, I think everyone when they come back to their hometown, and then True Mother words were engraved in their heart. I think when someone is moved, myself, I moved because of the history of True Father. I I I I honestly speaking, that even though I learned the principle, but one thing that I'm really moved at is True Father autobiography, True Father's story about the one who sacrificed for the peaceful world. Yesterday, I think I'm kind of like emotional person, so that's why I'm really moved what True Mother said. When she tried to explain even at the beginning of the human history, and this time when True Mother, two parents come together here, and at the end of final of the stage, that how we can really unite with, we can really like the reunification of Korean Peninsula. I think mother's tears move all humankind. I think while I'm sharing it, I about to share my tears, so I want to conclude my sharing. Thank you so much.
ในการสรุปในวันนี้นะครับ
So
ขอบคุณทุกท่านนะครับที่ได้
thank you so much, everyone,
เล่านะครับแล้วก็บรรยายแล้วก็แบ่งปัน
for your sharing.
ทุกท่านทราบนะครับผมเชื่อว่าทุกมุมนะครับที่
I think in all aspect that we receive something. I think this is what we can really move and touch. This is exactly to parents' heart that they want to convey to us. So starting from the childhood of to parents. Father received a revelation at 16, and he really motivate and initiate the two parents life course. Yeah. And until this day, until today, yesterday, the peak of the providence when True Mother wants to embrace all global leaders and share the vision of two parents, of heavenly parent, and teach them with her tears. So I think she was sharing about the origin of the root of the problem from our first ancestors. So I think this is what we move all heaven and earth. So thank you so much for your participation this morning. Mr. Apipat, Mr. Salot, Mr. Varat, Mr. Kittishai, Mr. M, and Mr. Kitty, Mr. Kittisak. So I think I do believe that if we move together, we can see the vision of True Mother, and we can make some changes from the world. We can see the warm, the motherly heart from True Mother, the embrace everyone, and everyone is melted because of the motherly love. Thank you so much again for your participation in this morning. So next session, I would like to invite everyone to offer the great donation of gratitude.
กลับไปอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับ ช่วงขับอากาศนะครับ
Thank you so much. So this is the announcements.
ครับผมก็เชิญชวนนะครับทุกท่านนะครับเข้า
So I'd like to invite everyone to participate in workshop Chombo Grace Work.
เนื่องในวันพ่อแม่ที่แท้จริงนะครับ
It's about to open
นะครับ
as to Parents' Day on 26th of Saturday, 26th of February
ครึ่งนะครับเข้าร่วมที่สำนักงานใหญ่แล้วก็สามารถเข้าชม
till
เข้าร่วม
1 p.m.
สามารถ
1:30 1:30
นะครับ
p.m.
10 ถึง 22 กุมภาพันธ์นะครับ
onward.
ค่าลงทะเบียนนะครับอายุ
So we have the registration fee
150 บาท
13 above, so 350 baht and service 150 baht, so in total 500 baht.
2 ปีนะครับก็
So below 12 we have the fee 130 baht
เรียนได้นะครับใน
fee.
บัญชีของอาจารย์ประเสริฐพางามนะครับ
So you can register in Pasat Prangam bank account.
นะครับก็พี่น้องสามารถร่วมนะครับใน
So you can join
ใน Grace
this participation in Grace Work, especially Grace Work,
เนื่องในวัน
important
พ่อแม่
session
นะครับก็เชิญพี่น้องร่วมลงทะเบียนนะครับ
according to the Heavenly Parent
ส่วนวันนี้
to parents' birthday. So today
ไม่ได้เข้ามาอาจจะเตรียม
we have a think tank again,
แล้วก็ลิงก์ออกมานะครับ
but there's no
ต่อไปนะครับ
information about this.
ทิ้งแทงด้วยวันนี้นะครับครับแล้วก็ขอบคุณทุกท่านนะครับที่ได้
Thank you so much again
เช้าวันนี้นะครับ
for your participation this morning.
ร่วมกันเพื่อมือไว้โลก
So next I want to
เริ่มต้นในเช้าของวันใหม่นี้นะครับ ผมจะให้สัญญาณนะครับพี่น้องอาบชีอามานีชีจัด อาชูอาชูอาชู
to
ก็ขอบคุณนะครับครับแล้วก็วันนี้นะครับก็เป็นวันพิเศษนะครับเป็นวันวาเลนไทน์ นะครับวันวาเลน
today
ไท
is
น์
special day, Valentine Day.
หลายครอบครัว
Happy Valentine.
จุงมือ
We believe that
ภร
everyone
รยาหรือสามีของท่านนะครับ
will bring your,
วันพิเศษ
your wife, your husband to
ด้วยกันนะครับ
have this special,
โอเควันนี้นะครับก็ผมก็พยายามหานักร้องในโทรศัพท์นะครับ
one.
วันนี้ก็จะ
So today
ที่
I
ร้องเพลงนะ
tried to search for the singer
กลาง
and I found one.
ค่ำคืนที่หนาวเหน็บนะครับครับเชิญนักร้องได้เลยครับ
So let's welcome them.
ครับจะมาร้องเพลงรักลิงโงท ที่ศูนย์รวมปักช่องเรานะครับค่ำคืนนี้มีจันทร์สวยส่องสกาวเมฆขาวพราวเรียงรายเห็นดาวเกลื่อนท้องนภาหน้าใจหายคนรักใครมาให้ชื่นค่ำคืนนี้ไม่มีแม้แต่เงาเธอที่เพลอกายเฝ้ายืนไร้คนเกี่ยวร้อยแสนเศร้าสุดฝืนทนเฝ้ายืนทำกลืนน้ำตาโอ้นวลน้องเนื้อทองเจ้าอยู่แห่งไหนโปรดเห็นใจพี่สักคราย้อนคืนกลับสิน้องเอ๋ยอย่าช้ามาสิมาพี่จะพาน้องสู่พี่ยังรักยังคอยไว้ไม่เปลี่ยนใจใต้ซุ้มรักดิ่งโหทุกคืนคำที่ยังคอยแม้ดึกโคเฝ้าร้องเพลงลิงโหเรียกเธอ โอ้นวลน้องเนื้อทองเจ้าอยู่แห่งไหนโปรดเห็นใจพี่สักคราย้อนคืนกลับสิน้องเอ๋ยอย่าช้ามาสิมาพี่จะพาน้องชมสู่พี่ยังรักยังคอยไม่เปลี่ยนใจใต้ซุ้มรักริ่งโหทุกคืนคำที่ยังคอยแม้เด็กโคเฝ้าร้องเพลงลิงโหเรียกเธอขอบคุณครับ ครับขอบคุณครับ ขอบคุณนักร้องนะครับแล้วก็หางเครื่องนะครับรีบเรียบไปหมดเลยนะครับรวมแล้วก็สุขสนานนะครับมีทั้งสกันเจนนะน้องวันดีนะครับน้องหนิงนะครับน้องไก่นะครับ แล้วก็คุณแดงนะน้องแดงนะครับน้องกุ้งนะครับ แล้วก็คุย่านะบันนี่นะครับรวมร้องเพลงแล้วเต้นด้วยกันนะ
Thank
ครั
you
บ
so much. Great. Yeah. So this is the special song in Pak Chong Center. So let's open the camera and take
ส่งหัวใจนะครับ
picture together.
สลังเฮโยนะครับ 1 2 3 1 2 3 smile สลังเฮโยครับต่อไปนะครับแฮบอลเลกิชินางนะครับยามเช้านะครับที่สดใสนะครับในการเริ่มต้นวันใหม่วันนี้นะครับ 1 2 3 smile นะครับแล้วก็สุดท้ายนะครับชัยชนะร่วมกันกับคอมเมดี้แท้จริงนะครับสู้ๆนะกรรมการนะครับชัยชนะ
So for the victories to parents. Victory.
ขอบคุณครับพี่น้อง
Thank you so much.
ทักทายได้เลยนะครับเชิญครับขอบคุณครับวันนี้
สวัสดีครับขอบคุณครับพี่น้องพี่ชีครับขอบคุณครับ
ครับสวัสดีครับ
ครับวันนี้ก็ต้อง
ลิง
มี
โงนี่เป็นภาษาทางเหนือ